let us, just for a second, pop back to... over here.
Oh, hello.
But yeah, it's a real missed opportunity not to let us, you know, tip off the other crowd and, you know, have some come from it, you know? It's a real shame. And like I was saying, it does annoy me on a general level of you read something but the game it never acknowledges it. Because that happens so much.
No. Is there some kind of break-in?
The commuter system in Toronto has been shut down after two trains collided.
All over the place now.
Toronto Transit is claiming terrorists hacked their trains, but unless ARC has people with
I wouldn't
experience
want to
in
be the
black
people
cyber ops,
responsible for that.
I really doubt it.
Fuck with the
Well, they aren't the only terrorists. But anyway, I just hate, you know, like you read a journal and it, you know, gives you information or a twist and the character won't acknowledge it. They're like shocked when it comes up, even though they've already had the twist spoiled on them. It's so irritating. Which games were better about that?
Hey, Adam.
Oh yeah. Vince had a breakthrough on the politician. He's often receiving dirt money. His campaign manager has a VIP vault at Palisade, room B, row 6, code 1996. Have fun.
I heard about Rucker. That's terrible, Adam. He was our standard bearer. What direction will the movement take now?
I don't know. I spoke to Miller as he was leaving.
Damn, I hope...
I'd rather not.
I've talked to her before. What's with that run animation?
The amount of data to shift through is huge.
They've already cleared his stuff out. Like, my god. Real quick.
I'd love to store some of my stuff at the Palisade, just to say I can afford it. Hell, I'd love just having something important enough to keep secure.
Crazy about Chang. Sometimes you think you know someone.
Chang?
I wonder how well Director Miller knows any of the people he's got working for him.
We have another one on the floor directly above.
Like, what about him?
Well, well, well. Here we go.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about. Get some sleep.
You wouldn't believe how many of us in cybercrimes are ex-cons. Chang got a sweet deal from the task force.
Why
when they
aren't
busted me, I still had to do 6 months probation.
Never mind.
You're looking for Black, he ain't around. Of course.
They lost him.
He's
I
dead.
don't even know why Vince has an office here. He spends all his time with the Valley.
I've never met anyone with more secrets than Vince Black. If you do somehow manage to see Vince, tell him we're looking for him.
I wish this conversation updated given that his office is already cleaned out.
Ah, the elusive Radic Nicolazzi. This guy's a piece of work,
Ask him
driven
yourself.
and ruthless. When he came up, he was the youngest boss in the Diwali crime family. The man spends more money on suits than most people spend on their houses. But don't let the looks and the haute couture fool you. He's the boss, he's in control, and he's squashed more than a few people who tried to take him down along the way. Yosef the Builder, former member of the Church of the Machine God, now deceased. It seems he was the main architect and designer of the Consciousness Collector, the machine the Church of the Machine God wanted to use to help them merge with the Singularity.
Ask him yourself.
Rucker's death has got everything on the web jumping.
I'm hitting E.
In pursuit, but they're losing it.
It's just chatter on
Here
top
we
of
go,
chatter.
the Church of the Machine
Yeah,
God,
they-
and to
he
some,
won't
the
acknowledge
Church
that.
of the Machine.
They see you when you can. So I know.
They got me analyzing every pro on campus.
Whoa, this way. Just home to different named NPCs, see what's what. I already showed you Vince's place cleared out.
I'll look into Stanik's records, see if there's anything germane to the case. Call me if you find something. Nice job bringing that DSD in. Of course, we probably shouldn't tell anyone else how it got here.
Yeah.
Adam, I'm glad you came back. I hope you find something in Black's office that you can use.
You already know he's dead.
I don't know why. I always fear the worst.
That is bugging me. Anyway. Yeah, let's head off to the GARM facility. Enough dawdling. Oh, my phone's back. Shit. Sorry, I just, logged on to my phone and Mum had sent me a Facebook message. One of my relatives is is in hospital right now.
I should have stayed in bed.
Apparently she had potentially 2 heart attacks. So, yeah. That's odd to look at. It looks like it's like a bridge, but it kind of just stops most of the way over. But yeah, she's... Yeah.
Not much going on.
No, it's not really the news I expected to see when I just open my phone. It's like, you know, relative could be dead in the morning. You know, it's just to be maybe a bit crass about it. Just like was not what I expected. It's just like you know, this didn't seem like that kind of day where you get that sort of news. But those days, the days you get that sort of news are never days you'd expect to get that sort of news, I suppose. What the hell's in your hand? Okay, the game's breaking here. I'm ready.
Yeah, fire it up.
GARM just popped up on radar. I'll keep us beyond visual range and engage DRFM jamming.
That really doesn't look like him.
Scan the facility from the air with...
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
Crazy. We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine. Not setting us down. No sign of color you call me. Just want to have a lousy afternoon.
Okay, first thing when I saw this facility, all I could think of was the facility in Final Fantasy VII. You know, up the Middleheim Mountains, or whatever it's called. Really? I suppose you don't really need great security on this random door.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
You really must avoid taking those wrong turns. A little taste, so at the end you understand what you're interfering with. Give my regards to Talos.
I thought there'd be more blood. You said Rocker was covered in it.
Rocker had more meat in him than this one. Maybe that's the difference.
But you're sure he'll die?
The Orchid has no mercy. His end will come. It will be slow, and it will be painful. Just time enough for a man to think on his sins.
Yeah.
And feel
found us. It means the facility is compromised. We should move out.
No. We were warned that this one was coming. We have time before they start searching for him.
If you are certain. What about your friends from Ark?
Those fools have outlived their usefulness. Let them drink a little more. Then they'll stand firm. Don't do bodies with this one. Enough of this dead weight. You carry him now. This is as far as I go.
You're flying back to Prague.
I need to meet with those devoured pigs. Get them to accelerate the timeline so our shipment clears customs immediately.
They will want more money.
Smugglers always want more money. But the Valley won't get it.
So the men and I should stay here and proceed as planned?
Brown confirmed everything with Bikers last night. Date and time.
End of the line for you, friend.
Feels like I got a very long game over here. Ignoring the critical information.
Chicane, come in.
Why didn't you take my gear?
Damn. How long have I been out?
Why the choice? Give it to Miller.
Miller, it's Jensen. I can't raise Chicane.
Jensen? What's happened?
I walked into an ambush. Chicane could be in trouble.
Fuck. I'll see if I can raise him. Was it the mercs from Dubai?
Yeah. And they were with Marchenko, their mole inside Ark. He admitted poisoning Rucker.
I'll call Leon. See how quickly they can get a team there. You stay low and find the exit.
Copy that. But these guys think I'm dead. Maybe I should take advantage of that and have a peek around. Might find out more about him.
I was expecting him to have a response to that. It's kind of annoying you don't get to talk to both of them. Christ. Over dramatic much? So what was it that saved us? Okay, we don't have a key items. No, we do. It's over here. This small sample of the orchid, a toxic and dangerous chemical substance. So is the thing that we had the orchid neutralizing thing? is that what saved me there, or is it just an inherent bit where the orchid doesn't work? I want to go in the vent way. Totally not suspicious. $1 Billion Daydreams, Part 3 of Devon James's biographical series on Nathaniel Brown. By 2005, the rapidly expanding Santo Group was experiencing an unexpected and disorganized tumble of success. Yet the stigma of corruption and bad reputation for the environment continued to dog the French giant. Chaos in the boardroom grew worse with the arrest and public trial of Jacques Lafayette in 2006. Santo desperately needed a fresh face. In the US, Nathaniel Brown was still fighting his own losing battles. Clearly successful in the construction industry, becoming more famously reported for his expanding interest in clean future technologies and a passion for the burgeoning area of 3D printing. Yet while the public reacted positively to Brown's camera-friendly persona and smooth articulation of the future, industry peers and investors weren't so willing to ignore the cost of such progressive thinking. The cautious response to Brown's $1 billion daydreams had already had the industrial visionary casting his gaze overseas by the time Santo extended their interest. For Brown's decision to join their board of directors was a short and serendipitous move. And the masks. They don't have plenty of traces of themselves around this place.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
There's one on the other side of that thing. Bonjour. Okay, the whole thing's in French. Never mind, I cannot read that. And I cannot read that either. I'm sorry, I do not speak French. I don't speak any language other than English. I know a few words here and there, but that's it.
Hey, you in the control room, what the hell are you doing?
Moving a crane.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see that. Why?
Because the last person who used this didn't follow proper safety precautions. You almost had a ton of ice fall on someone's head.
Shit! Is it safe now?
Yeah, should be fine. I just finished testing everything when you started shouting at me.
Okay, well, thanks.
Don't mention it.
Okay, I have no idea what I was doing there. Battle rifle. Damn it. Didn't get to hear that. Knew it. Just in case anyone decides to come back, I'm blocking the staircase. There we go. Okay, there's a ton of guys here.
That's everything? Seems quiet without the bombs down. Yeah. Most of the heavy artillery is already on its way to the target location. We're all set. Me too. So let's get ready for deployment. You know what transport you're on? Yes.
Just in case you forget what group you're working with. The branding all over the place is hysterical. Especially when you're in like the Illuminati HQ under Picus. You know, just in case you forget who you're working with. How do you mark opponents?